EMS, what's the address of the emergency?
Hello, my name is Juan Rodriguez, and today we're going to take a behind-the-scenes look at all the hard work the dispatchers do to save lives every day. Come and join me.
I have help on the way already. Just stay on the line with me so I can get more information from you, okay?
When you call 911 in unincorporated Harris County, they'll ask you if you need police, fire, or EMS. They ask these questions because they want to get you to the right location so you can get the right resources. If it's EMS, it'll come to us. We are a secondary answering point, and so we'll ask a series of questions after that. The first question our dispatchers will ask is, what is the address of the emergency? Which is also the first question 911 is asked. This is very important because we need to get help to the right location as soon as possible. So the address is very important, and as you can see, we had these magnets made, and the very first thing on the top is your address, which is very important because if you have kids or somebody out of town, they may not know your address. And on top of that, we've also added an emergency contact portion as well, in case you may have a neighbor or somebody comes in and doesn't know who to call, in case you need some assistance there too. These magnets will be available at our Stubner Airline campus. After we verify the phone number and the location of the emergency, we'll also ask a series of questions that'll help us get the best help to you as soon as possible. The address of the emergency is very important, and that's where we ask several questions to verify the address. You may be calling for somebody else, and the address of the emergency may be a different location. We also ask a series of questions to help us get you the best help as quick as possible. So whatever you do, please don't hang up.
And you said they're having chest pain?
Our goal is to get you the best treatment in the most efficient way possible. And all that starts with all the questions that we ask. Being ACE Accredited means that we have to be correct 93% of the time. This helps us get the information that we're going to give the crews so that they know what they're walking into. And thus also helps to tell the hospitals what kind of patients they're getting, and also helps them determine the best and most appropriate facility to take that patient. Gathering patient medical information at the scene and planning the fastest route to the hospital and sharing that information with the hospital so they can treat the patient immediately is crucial in some of our critical cases. Door to OR designation is something hospitals recognize can make the difference between life or death when our trucks pull up to the ER. Here's an example of the questions we'll be asking. Are you with the patient? The age of the patient? The sex of the patient? And very important, are they awake and breathing? After we select these, there'll be more questions, but the whole time the ambulance has been en route. While the ambulance is en route, we'll continue to ask a series of questions. And these are important because they can determine if we need to give any pre-arrival instructions. For example, here we have somebody having some chest pain, and one of the protocols we can give is aspirin. And as you can see, we'll ask if there's aspirin available, if they're allergic to aspirin, and can somebody get it. We'll ask these to make sure that one, that can be given, and two, if it's available. We're also an ACE Accredited center through the International Academy of Emergency Dispatch. We're one of about 300 worldwide, and we're one of the few here in the United States. What these means for our staff is that they are held to a higher standard and they're trained through EMD. We maintain this standard through continuous education that we do every month. This certification allows our dispatchers to be at their best when you're at your worst.
All right, just reassure her that help is on the way from now on.
Here's a map of our coverage area, Harris County ESD 11. Our area expands from just north of the airport to just bordering the city of Tomball. What you can see here are calls that are prioritized by all those questions that we ask. This helps us send either the ambulance emergency or non-emergency, as you can see. Our priorities range from 0 all the way to 4. 0 being the most urgent, and 4 being a non-emergency response. Logis, which is our computer-aided dispatch system, uses predictive AI to move the trucks in between calls to try to get them to the closest location to the calls. While we're asking all the questions, not only are we prioritizing the call, we're also getting the ambulance en route. And Logis gets the ambulance en route to you safely and as fast as possible. Logis uses the same maps that are used in Amazon vehicles. This allows Logis to get you the quickest help as safely as possible and to get you to the hospital as safely as fast as possible. In between calls, Logis uses predictive AI to get the units as close as possible to the calls based on historical call volume. When looking at the map, you see 3 different distinct colors. You see the red, which is a high density call volume area, and then as it fades out, it turns yellow. You also see the green, which is a response area around a unit within 10 minutes. What we're looking at is the predictive AI moving the trucks around. We also have units that are at the hospital, units that are out to calls, and units that are being moved by Logis to our high density area, which are the red circles. The yellow is our next lowest density area for calls. And so in between calls, LO just tries to move the trucks based on historical data to the closest, the most appropriate location. A lot of people may ask why we don't run lights and sirens to every call, but national standards suggest that running lights and sirens can almost double the chances of an ambulance getting into a wreck while en route to the call. As you can see, 544 has their lights and sirens on as they're going to a high priority call, P0. And remember, here at Harris County ESD 11, we want to be our best when you're at your worst, and help us by picking up one of these magnets here at our administrative building at Stubner Airline. They have your address and your emergency contact. And also help us help you by picking up a magnet, and don't hang up.